What's up, guys? So we are back with another edition, a Cinco de Mayo edition of Gents Lounge Live, and today I brought out all of the LA Menswear boys. So all of my good friends are here. We got Francis Kenneth, we got John the Baptist, we got Rule of Thumbs. So today we are going to hang out and have a good time. So let's get everybody in here and what's up, guys? What's
What's up?
up?
Happy Cinco de
What
Mayo.
up?
Yo, what's
So
good?
there we
Hey,
go.
Cheers,
I'm
fam.
gonna let you guys do a little intro about you guys selves. Jose, you want to go first?
Sure.
Put you on the spot.
So, I'm Little Thumbs. I'm J Fig. I'm Jose. Whatever you want to call me. I've been doing this for 8 years now. Menswear scene uh, with these boys that I know for forever.
8 years? Has it been 8 years?
It's just about,
Damn.
if not longer. Maybe we're getting up there with George. I don't know.
Yeah.
Francis, you too. I don't know how long have we been at this for a
It's
minute.
been a minute. It's been a minute.
We've seen the changes. We've seen transitions and all the trends come and go. So yeah, so May and I'll pass it on down.
All right, Jamar, you're up. Let's go.
Yo, John the Baptist here. Been doing the menswear blogging situation for about 5 years, 2014, maybe 6 years. Yeah, been hanging out with you guys. Been doing that for a while. Man, it's been a journey. Now we're in a digital creator space, and now I'm fully on YouTube now. But yeah, that's it. Happy
Awesome.
Cinco de Mayo.
And now the oldest, the most person I've known the longest. He's changed his name like 4 times since I've known him. Can't introduce him to nobody. Francis Kenneth.
Yo, what's good, everyone? I actually know George before we started all this, before blogging, before Instagram. We were just two boys serving drinks to people, partying it up, getting people drunk. I've been in the game as long as y'all have been, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like when Instagram started, so about 8 years now. God damn. But yeah,
And you're
thank
the
you for
oldest,
having
right?
me. Yeah, no, that's
Oh, hey.
definitely not me. Don't put me on that.
All right, guys. So before we get started and before we take all you guys' questions, I do want to say today we are going to do something a little different. So if you guys see that little super chat option, if you guys want to donate $5 or more, for every $5 you donate, you will be entered to win a $250 gift card from Johnson and Murphy. So I got $250 here to Johnson and Murphy, and every time you guys donate $5 or $10, you get 2 entries. So ask us a question, hit that super chat button, and then one of you guys will be winning a $250 gift card to Johnson and Murphy. You do not have to stay the whole live to win. I will go back and I will select the winner after this live is over. So today, since you guys are all kind of LA boys now, I know we're not all from LA, but we've been here long enough to call ourselves locals.
This is home.
I figure we talk a little bit about LA style versus New York style. So what do you think the biggest differences between like LA looks and New York looks are?
Right off the bat, it's the weather, right?
Right. We're dressing for the
I mean,
weather.
look at all us right now. All of us right now, like t-shirts or unbuttoned up. And we get that year round. And anytime it drops below, I don't know, 65, we're out here in like layers and coats, and it's not like that in New York. So yeah, I would say the weather first and foremost is the most influential thing in our styles.
That's true. I always thought it was, like in LA, people always find a way to flex. So like you flex your car in LA because everybody has to drive everywhere. In New
Facts.
York, a lot of people don't drive; they don't have cars, so they flex the clothes. You're on the subway looking at a dude in like a $3,000 suit and like $1,000 loafers, and you're like right next to the homeless guy on the subway. So like you can still kind of show out in New York with your style, and I think LA people find other ways other than their style to flex a little bit.
But I
Yeah.
think we kind of bridged that gap though. Like in the beginning, it was all about like, oh man, we can't wear these trench coats and stuff like that. It's always like a 70-degree weather here. Even in the wintertime, it's like 68 degrees.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
to be honest with you, like I was like, man, forget that. I'm gonna wear my trench coats. I'm gonna get these fits off. I'm gonna,
Let's
like,
go.
let's go. So I think we've done a good job, especially starting in the beginning to now, bridging that gap. And so I don't see any like really a big difference at all anymore. To be honest with you,
Right? Do you think
unless it's a Canada Goose jacket or something like that, I'm not wearing that here. But other than that, top coats and all that good stuff, I'm wearing it.
do you think guys
Well,
in
the
New
thing is
York?
also that
Go for
thing
it.
is that we also like kind of bridge that gap now where streetwear and like that dapper wear have kind of met. And so what we were known for like streetwear, leisure wear, like hang out, go get coffee and chill kind of street style. It's all kind of merged. So we see New York doing a lot more of that now, where they're more chill with their clothes and it's not a suited look anymore. It's not the button down. It's not the loafers and the get up. It's more chill. And so bridging all the gaps together, it's just like now everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. And I feel like that's kind of what it's kind of boiled down to. It's an individual thing,
It's fun that you guys say that. Something I never thought of until fairly recently was the difference in our lifestyles as far as commutes go. So the longevity of our clothing is significantly longer than like people in New York because they're walking everywhere, right? So like their sneakers, their dress shoes, whatever the case may be, falls apart faster because it gets the wear and tear. Whereas here, like I'll walk from my house to my car, and then I'll drive, and then I'll walk around to whatever I'm doing for a couple hours, and then back to my car, and then back to my house. So I feel like my clothes last longer. I mean, especially like white sneakers around this time of the year, right? Where we're all rocking white sneakers. So I would say like the culture of just like our commutes, our walks, whatever the case may be, also affects what kind of things that we're wearing and how long we can wear them for.
That's true. All the guys in New York, you see a guy and like I think that's how sneakers and suits became a thing because guys in New York were running like 3 miles a day to get to their job, so they were like, I need to be comfortable, even though I have to wear some nice shoes at the office. I'll leave them at work and wear my sneakers on the commute. All right, so we got our first super chat from David M. Spence, and he asked us. This is more of a menswear question, guys, but single or double-breasted waistcoat with a single-breasted suit.
Ooh.
I think you can go either way.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
either
want
way.
to go full on regal, you go double, and you are like
Ooh.
you're like an
Double?
just walking out of like some royal wedding type stuff. It just depends on where you're going. I think it depends on the occasion. I would say. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think you can go double-breasted waistcoat with a single-breasted suit, but I think if you have a double-breasted suit, you have to go double-breasted waistcoat.
That makes sense.
But I also wouldn't ever. I don't think I would wear a waistcoat with a double-breasted suit that often because it would cover most of it up anyways.
Facts.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, either way with a single-breasted suit, you're kind of in the clear there. And I think a double-breasted waistcoat makes it look more interesting once you take off the jacket. So I'd say double-breasted, like, for sure.
Double.
I personally, I mean, if we're talking about suits alone, I prefer the single. I feel like double's like a little bit more too dressed up
Structured,
at
yeah.
times, too structured, and oftentimes like the material's pretty thick, and we
On a
can't be
double?
rocking. Yeah, and we can't really be rocking that out here. But I mean, if it's for an event, special occasion, whatever the case may be, sure. But as far as from like a comfort level, I'm gonna say single-breasted, and I'm not even gonna add a waistcoat to that conversation because we're out here in LA.
Yeah.
And I don't know about y'all, but I'm in shorts right now.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
I got pants on, but we're inside.
I got shorts.
Shorts.
All right, so we got another question. This is definitely a West Coast question. Suit with or without socks?
You gotta wear socks, man.
With a suit, always.
Come on.
No show.
Oh yeah,
man.
okay.
Come on.
I feel like that's the without socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're wearing like those.
My feet get sweaty, so I need something to absorb that up for real.
Yeah, I think if you're like on an island where you have like, I don't even know what those shoes are called, but George used to wear them all the time. They're really-
Huaraches?
Yeah. Like without
What are they
socks, like
Huaraches?
Oh, okay.
I mean, Blake says it better than me,
shout out Blake wherever you at.
Actually, Jose's probably got it too, but I do.
Huarache.
Yeah, there we go.
Huarache.
See, I don't
There
say
you
it
go.
right. Yeah,
You're just letting us struggle.
I'm just gonna let you guys figure that one
just
out.
burrito. We're just
Yeah,
gonna.
but if you're wearing those with a suit like and you're out where it's like tropical climate or just significantly hotter than it is right now, then I mean I guess you skip the socks whether the no shows or not.
I think the question
But
was more so like, what do you feel like suit with or without socks in general, or with like no shows versus with like an actual sock?
Yeah.
And I like, I'm more so like ankle party all the time. Like I like showing some ankle cleavage. Like sure, why
hey,
not?
What'd you call it?
Ankle cleavage.
Yeah.
Some little ankle cleavage.
Nothing wrong with
Um,
that.
there's
okay,
nothing wrong
okay,
with some ankle cleavage. Um, it just depends on the cut of the pants too.
Yes.
Because
Right.
if your trousers are cut smaller, you're gonna be like, it's gonna look like you're just floating and you're just trying to, you're just trying to stay afloat in like some sinking water. So that's usually requires a sock just to kind of off play the length of the pants. But for the most part, I mean, I don't show no shows all the time, and just even in the winter, I'm always like no shows.
Well, there's no winter in LA.
Well, yeah,
But
true.
I do say the more formal the occasion, the more you need to wear socks.
true.
Like if
True.
if it's super classy, like you got to wear socks. If it's casual and it's not like work, go sockless. It's funner.
Yeah,
And you don't have to think about matching anything to your socks.
True.
think
I
there
mean,
was always
also
that
with the
sock-
weather, right?
Yeah.
Again, like if it's hot, like the no shows make more sense. If it's colder, like you can't be walking around. I don't know, maybe not in LA, but like in like New York with like no shows on in the winter, like that's just wild. Yeah, so it just really depends where you're at.
All right. So, what belt with black leather sneakers with a white sole? Black belt?
Black belt.
Yeah, always,
black belt.
always.
Yeah. I mean, you could maybe do like a tan woven if you're gonna do something like a little contrasty, but it's got to be like a light brown.
Also depending on the fit.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if you're gonna wear those type of shoes, that colorway, black. I'm thinking black. All
Yeah.
day.
I think the leather's always got to match whatever it is, like whether it's your watch strap, shoes, your belt, whatever the case may be. I think the leather's always got to match. That's like that one thing that you can't really fluctuate too much with, unless if you're doing like different shades of brown. I don't know, that's my take.
Oh, all right. This one specifically, I think I'm gonna let Francis take this one first. Opinions on when to wear wide brim hats.
Bruh, every day is a day for wide brim hats, and I know I'm not wearing one right now.
Which I'm surprised that you're not wearing one right now.
Because I knew y'all were.
He knew I was gonna have
respect
my one hat on.
And I
was
saw
gonna
George. I just saw George on IG stories on it with it earlier, so I'm gonna let him have his shine.
It's the only hat I got.
But
Man. My
I
hair's
don't know. I feel like
ridiculous.
wide brims are just personally my favorite because no matter what you're wearing with it, whether you're in a suit, whether you're in streetwear, like it just elevates it so much more. Like George, you probably got what, like a 3-inch brim right now? I can't tell from the.
I think so. Yeah, I never measured it. I have
It's at least a 2.5.
Yeah, it's not
that
too
from
wide.
Stetson?
Yeah, it's a Stratoliner
Okay.
or the
yeah.
hard liner.
Yeah. So I would say, I mean, me personally, like I don't really wear any hats that don't have a brim that's 3 inches or wider.
Is that based on your head shape or what you prefer? Like,
I think for me, it's a preference, but also more because of my ears. Like I have ears that stick out, and so if I wear like a short brim hat, like my ears can't be wider than my hat. That looks crazy.
so make sure your hat covers the width of your ears.
Yeah, there you go. At least. I mean, not very many people have that problem, but I definitely do. So I got to wear a wider brim. And again, the wider the brim, like I feel like it just stands out more and it just takes your outfit to the next level.
I feel like we all wear hats here. Actually, we're all pretty much hat guys. What are the go-to hat brands if we're going to shout some out right now?
I mean, you already
Goran.
said Stetson.
Yeah, Stetson, Goran.
Goran.
Goran is great.
If you're looking local in Southern California, shout out Yellow 108.
Yeah, that was my first ever hat.
For
I
real?
never actually had that hat before.
Yeah, I got it.
My favorite hat is actually from Rod and Gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The what? The Rod and Gun?
Rod and Gun. Yeah.
you got it that one day
Really
that we did that shoot,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, and I fought people for that hat.
What color is that one?
It was a tan, like a brown tan.
I think I've seen you wear that before.
Mhm.
All right, we got a question from our boy Devin on deck.
I seen it.
Devin, what's good?
Why doesn't the fashion industry take LA seriously? No LA Fashion Week.
Ugh.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
I'll
gonna
take
say
that
this
one because
real
Let's
quick.
be
I think. Oh,
transparent.
go
Let's
ahead.
be
Go ahead.
transparent. Let's be
Go
transparent.
ahead.
Yeah, I'll let y'all take this first.
No, I'll be the first to say there's LA Fashions Week. We have to look outside of LA to find actual people that are doing something that'll motivate you to want to wear certain things, right? Like I've never felt comfortable in, and maybe that's changing now. Like the narrative is changing as fashion evolves, but it's 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 always been me looking out to be inspired to what I want to wear in LA, right? And like to make it my own. I feel like that's always been me. That's always been what I have to do. I see what New York boys are wearing and I modify it so that it works for me. And
Right.
the reason why LA Fashion Week doesn't take off is because A, there's not enough backing for it. No one wants to show here. But also B, because it's so niche and it's also goes back to what Francis was saying. We commute to so many places that fashion changes like from block to block. So it's like
Right.
it's hard to pinpoint a certain type of style in LA because there's so many styles, there's so many places, there's so many people that it's just hard to pinpoint what would work.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, any of the LA brands that actually are worth like showing, they go to New York. They don't want to take the time to even show here. So, I mean, I feel like it's on the designers that are in LA, like the big designers, to take LA back and start doing events here. Like Tom Ford did an event here a couple years ago. Tommy Hilfiger did an event on Santa Monica a couple years ago. But that's the other thing with LA. It's so spread out. Like New York, it's all in that one little like 3 block bubble. And like anything that's further than that is like a show you either like you make an effort to go to because it's huge or you don't go. Like where do you do? You could do it downtown, but then everyone in Hollywood or Santa Monica would be like, that's too far because like LA
Right.
people.
And if you want to put it even more on like on a more logistical like business terms, like in terms of business, it
Mhm.
just doesn't work out for people's schedules. It doesn't work out for availability. Like New York works because people are there, people are working it. It's just like a day to day thing for them. Like Fashion Week happens, yes, it's a week, it's 10 days, but they're still like working, doing their other jobs. They're just going from their showroom to their runways to their parties and then back to work the next day. It's not like it's an event, like as to in LA, we have events. Like
Right.
LA is a city where we glorify, we maximize, we fucking make things crazy for one
Right.
event.
So I have a question on top of that. So pushing the fashion industry as far as like the events and runway shows aside, knowing that the fashion industry doesn't take LA serious, how did we break through?
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? How do we break through and get? I mean, because I think they take us serious now. It took a while, but I think they take us serious.
But like I mean, LA is like a streetwear capital. Like, and streetwear's doing more probably revenue than a lot of high fashion houses now.
Absolutely.
Like, but I
I mean,
think
you see the two merging all the time,
yeah,
as it is.
Virgil
Yeah.
and Louis Vuitton and all that. But like, it's
Well, and I won't hype anyone's ego here, but Francis has been killing the street game for a long
Yeah.
time,
Absolutely.
right? Like he's been at it.
No, we don't need to say that.
And we're not,
That's why
and we're
he's
not,
on this chat right now.
right. And the thing is, like, and he's a prime example of how someone in LA is doing it so well because we have now what's called like these blurred lines of social media, right? Like
Yes.
you could be anywhere in the world and be doing what you do if that's who you are, right? As long as you stay true to what you are and what your style is. So I think that's the blurred lines that we see now is how you've broken in, how Francis has broken in, how George has broken in, because there's like we've made a way that we make it so that it's our truth. It's what we live. It's not like we put it on, take it off, and maybe we do for a picture, but it's still who we are. I don't know.
I think, in regards to the topic of LA Fashion Week, I mean, again, it's embedded in our culture to not
Are are they really
Yes.
That spectrum.
Sense.
Spectrum.
Like we're a lot more laid back, heavier influence.
We
But
lost you there.
Yeah,
that
Go
being
back,
said,
go
you
back.
blurred out for like the whole conversation.
oh my bad. I was just saying, like a lot of LA Fashion Week is influenced by the culture that we live in, which again, like I'm gonna say it over and over again in this chat, is the weather and the culture that we have in LA. So, I mean, when you look at like New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, like those guys are dressed to the 9s.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, they incorporate different elements to their outfits, but at the end of the day, like you can't be doing that in the coldest day in LA, like wearing all those layers. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing. And then secondly, that I want to point out is like, sure, we have like a very heavy streetwear culture embedded into our fashion, but I think that's very underrated. I mean, look at how many people are implementing like sneakers with suits now,
Mm-hmm.
with coats, whatever the case may be, and a lot of that is birthed from skate, right? Like look at Fairfax, right? Like,
yep.
Arguably like the best streetwear skate central in the world.
Yes.
So, I mean, you can argue that maybe it's not like a New York Fashion Week or Paris Fashion Week, whatever the case may be, but it's its own thing and probably unrivaled and unmatched.
That's, I guess let's keep the streetwear conversation going. We got a comment from Eric. How do we feel about streetwear now / like vintage streetwear, and how do we incorporate it into our personal style? So I don't think people honestly know that I used to be like the biggest sneakerhead of all time. Like,
I know that.
I was like full to head to toe dripping Supreme for like a lot of my college career. So yeah, I think like vintage streetwear was awesome as a college student because it was something that had value even though everyone could afford it. Like that like hype beast mentality, like because you had to get it or else it was gone. And I think it was cool to be able to have that aspect that even though you paid, $75 for a pair of Nikes, they were like Supreme Nikes. So you could only certain people that knew had them, and you had to like camp out for days sometimes to get those right shoes. And I like that aspect of the culture, but then I don't obviously like the fact that people can just kind of stock exit right now and resell everything, but it's part of the game, so you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
Anybody? Sorry, I kind of jumped
And
all
I'll
over.
be the antagonist on this whole thing. I personally don't have a place for it. It's not my brand. It's not who I am. Do I appreciate it? Yes. But is it who I am? No. And especially in what streetwear has become. And I think that the way streetwear is now versus, because even Francis brought it up. Like I went to Fairfax High School.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been part of I've been deep in the culture of like seeing it be what it was and be what it was in the 90s and the 2000s, 2010s, and to what it's now, where it's become like runway material versus like what it was like your identity. And I think even so far for me to say like there is a sense of appropriation that comes with it that I don't agree with, right? Like I think that we've crossed the line of it's like, oh, if you've got the money for it, then for sure you've got the style. And I don't know, that's just me. Is it my personal style? No. Do I appreciate it? To some extent, and do I like it in some form? Of course. It's called evolution. I'm not old, but I'm older, but I'm not like ancient, and I do know what keeping up with trends are,
I would say that I appreciate streetwear a lot. That's what I most feel comfortable in. I wouldn't say that I'm like as street as Francis and not as dapper as George. I'm like kind of right there in the middle. That's where I like to hang out, where I like to be. But I'm looking at the comments now and like, if you're just trying to kind of implement like a streetwear into your fashion, you can wear a Chelsea boot or combat boot. Start putting that into your wardrobe and seeing that if that works for you. And that's how I started, really, to be honest with you. I mean, I used to have a whole bunch of Jordans, and I sold all of those for suits when I first started all of this, because we started in like the dapper phase where we wore suits all the time. But I feel most comfortable in the middle of all of that, you know? So if you can just get some Chelsea boots and some combat boots, put them with your fits and see how that works for you, that's how you can start getting into the streetwear game.
Yeah. Hey, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love like snapbacks. I love white T-shirts. I like baggy jeans. Like it's not part of the trend, or that I'm not like keeping up. Like there's ways to make it work for you, right? Like,
Right.
There's stuff that I like that I'm like, I wear like a saddleback backpack or whatever. Like just things that I'm like, all right, it's not necessarily what I would have gone for, but why not? Why not try something new and work? If it works, it works. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
So I'm gonna say there's a difference between what like John and Francis does streetwear-esque, because like I feel like streetwear has just become such of like you throw on certain brands and you have style immediately. And it's not fit, like it doesn't fit well. Just because you're wearing a Supreme box logo t-shirt doesn't mean it fits well, you look good in it. You paid for it and people know what it is and people understand it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that like you have style. Just because you bought your fashion and your labels doesn't mean you have style. So that's my biggest beef with streetwear is people just think they can throw on an off-white hoodie and some like, you know, off-white Nikes and be like, oh, I'm stylish now.
And also, streetwear doesn't necessarily mean that you have to wear baggy clothes, right? Like it could mean anything. You could wear skinny jeans and wear a combat boots and Chelsea boots and wear all Saints like Hawaiian shirt like this.
You can wear what John's wearing right now.
Yeah, that could be considered streetwear, you know, or like a tailored streetwear type of thing, you know. Yeah,
because like I look at.
I'm gonna chime in real quick.
Go for it.
I started off like with the blogging Instagram thing, doing like the suits, dapper, all that stuff. Got bored with it. Jumped headfirst into streetwear.
headfirst.
Yeah, got bored with that, and then now I'm finding my like a happy medium between both, right? But for me, like it's always going to be boring. I mean, I'm sorry, but like that's why trends happen, because things get boring, they get played out, and something else comes up. So I think first and foremost, like you got to find something that works for you, whether that's suiting or streetwear, and then secondly, like what can you afford, right? So I do a lot of high-low. I'll do like elevated, like designer brands with like things that I find at Uniqlo. Like this shirt's from Uniqlo right now. Like my tank top's from Target, I think. So mixing those pieces up, you can still make them look good, and make them look like whatever it is that you want to accomplish. So it don't really matter if you got designer or the hype is like Supreme thing.
The Wi-Fi.
We lost.
So really follow. I don't think you should really follow any like sort of trend or like crazy rules, as long as you feel like you look good, and if everyone's laughing and clowning at you, like whatever. Like at the end of the day, like only you can approve of how you feel. So
all right. So just looking in the, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Just looking in the chat right now, I see a lot of comments about Chelsea boots. Like, do you guys think that like the Chelsea boot trend is like dying out? Is it something that can be sustained and be something we can wear for a while? Because I have a lot of Chelsea boots, but I really haven't been wearing them like I used to wear them a couple of years ago. So what do you guys think?
It's a classic style. I mean, the Chelsea boot is always there's always gonna be a place for a wingtip, like It's a classic silhouette, maybe not like chunky sole, common project crepe sole, but like there's always gonna be a certain style of Chelsea boot that's gonna be famous. I hate that, like, I will not name them, but you're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about, said that Chelsea boots were over on the YouTube, and like he has like a giant YouTube channel after all of his followers probably went out and bought Chelsea boots that year. Now he's like, no, Chelsea boots are over. They're not over.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like they're not over. They're never going to be over. It's just how you style them and find different ways to wear them. But like obviously there's going to be a new boot that's probably hot next year. It's not like anybody's going to be like, "Oh, you wore combat boots last year. You can't wear them this year." It's all confidence in how you style things, but if they start to look boring to you, it's on you to style them differently. It's not on Chelsea boots to change because it's a classic silhouette.
And honestly, the Chelsea boot is a simple way to just up your style to begin with. I mean, it's
Right.
such a great starter shoe to have. I mean, besides your white sneakers, it's always great to have a pair of Chelsea boots. That's always the number one thing I always tell guys to have now in their modern closet is a pair of Chelsea boots because they're easy to throw on. They work mostly well with most of your clothes. So why not? Like, it doesn't have to be a throwaway.
Yeah, I'd argue that Chelsea boots are the only boots that you can wear with both streetwear and suits.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't do combat boots with suits. Like, I mean, you could try, and if you're feeling yourself with that, like, more power to you. You could try. Can't be doing no like work boots. You can't do that with suits.
I tried.
Too
I tried to do
bulky.
Timberlands in suits. I did.
We need the receipts. Pull them out.
Yeah, I need to see that picture.
Where is this happening?
It was the
like the
That
weeks.
had that.
no. It was like
butters?
it was like the New Year's version. Like they came out with it was the same like standard Timberland boot, but like it was like a New Year's version that had like a champagne kind of sparkly sole for like New Year's. So they were black patent leather. I tried to tux it up. It did not work. I admit it didn't work. I tried it. It didn't work.
It's all good. You live and you learn.
So we actually got another super chat from J3. He just wanted to shout out and say this is the most diverse men's style panel on the planet. Had to instantly like the video.
Yes.
So once
Thanks,
again,
man. Appreciate it.
I don't think J3 knows, but thank you for that super chat. You have been entered to win a $250 gift card from Johnston & Murphy. So anybody that donates $5 to the super chat gets entered to win this $250 gift card from Johnston & Murphy. There are 2 entries right now, so you have a 50% chance of winning at this point. So yeah, if you got J3, if you have a question you want to ask, put it in the comments and we'll make sure we get to it. Thanks, man. Any questions in the comments?
This is the beauty of of what our friendship is we're so diverse. Like, and this is what you get when we get together. Like,
there's nothing different.
Yeah. Like, this is as good as it gets with a group of boys that have known each other for a while and can appreciate each other in a way that's like, I respect what you do, I respect what you're about, and we can meet somewhere and like hang out and be totally about each other. You know, that's the beauty of this. Sorry, I had to get deep there for a little second. As the older sage one, I had to get a little.
All good. Any questions you guys want to tackle in the comments? Because I'm trying to scroll through them, but let me know.
What watches are you guys wearing right now?
Okay.
I'm still rocking Daniel Wellington right now.
Yeah.
I got an
Apple
Apple
Watch.
Watch. It's cool, but like the Apple Watch just takes over your whole life.
Well,
I
you
don't
know
want
what?
to be that locked in.
Just because I'm home and like I'm working from home and I'm counting my calories and I'm like trying to keep up with my steps and I'm trying to make sure my runs are logged and I'm trying to make sure that my schedule's on point. Like it's easy to have. I mean, it's easy to wear.
Your phone's right there though.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, since we've been running, I've been Fitbitting it up.
On the Fitbit.
But I have been wearing my my wife's watch quite a bit, which has been kind of my go-to watch. Just because it's LA made and it's super simple, works well with casual stuff, and always looks good. Francis, what you got? Are you frozen again?
He's frozen.
Oh, Jesus.
The Wi-Fi, bro.
All right, what you got now?
Oh,
you're back for a
What
second.
are you wearing, Francis?
I'm still rocking Meister. I mean, I've been rocking with them for the last 3 years. I'm actually doing a collaboration on my own collection. So when that drops, I'll let y'all know.
When is that?
Again,
Wait a minute. Don't just bypass that.
Don't sleep. But
Never.
I mean, my whole thing is mixing, again, like a versatile piece that you can wear with suits and things that you could wear with like the hypest brands out there. So there'll be 2 different styles. One that's a little bit more elevated, one that's more like this, where,
There we go. Is that a sneak peek of the sample, or?
Nah. Well, it'll be this silhouette,
Uh-huh.
so it's a little bit smaller. I can't afford a rollie, and nobody that loves me enough will give me a rollie. So I was like, I'm gonna put my own take on it. So.
And by the way, I have that watch. That's a dope watch. I love that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. So that'll be coming out. I'm hoping if everything goes back to normalcy by like August, I would say like my birthday. So stay tuned.
All right, I saw this question earlier, so it was more about where to get custom suits from, and so if we've ever bought custom clothing, if so, where, and what is our favorite custom clothing piece that we own? So, what clothing stores would you recommend that do good custom stuff?
I'm gonna take this one right off the bat. Atelier and Repairs. Like I would say like they're one of the top dogs when it comes to customization.
Can you type that in the comments too?
I did a collab with Gap on some of their vintage stuff last year, in cooperation with Atelier and Repairs, and man, those came out crazy.
What was it? Say that again.
Atelier and Repairs. It's on. I just typed it up on the chat, but
Yeah, I see it.
I'm gonna drop the link to the pieces that I customized from like vintage Gap denim. It was crazy.
That's dope. Actually, oh, you're on your phone. I was gonna say if you text me the photos, I can pull them up.
Oh, for sure.
I think Indochino for me is like the best budget custom stuff. I know like a lot of people have some issues with their fit and stuff, but if you go in store and you actually tell people what you want, you will get a good fitting garment. And I've had all of my suits for over 2 or 3 years, and I wear them quite often. Haven't had a problem. And then I will recommend Anto shirt, which is on the much higher end of things. It's like $300 a shirt. But they do all the prop shirts for pretty much like Mission Impossible. They did it for Jumanji. They made all the custom shirts for all of the characters, and they're phenomenal. They're out of Beverly Hills, but they did all the shirts for my wedding as well. So shout out to them. I will put them in the comments below.
And I just got some custom made shirts from this brand called Not Standard, like KNOT Standard. Really good. The fit was so good because it's
Custom.
like I can wear it straight out of the store. Yeah, but there's a fine line between like custom and then you still got to get stuff like sent back. And I feel like that's where you got to make sure you got to have a relationship with your tailor, and that's probably the bigger thing. Is like once if you like something custom made, make sure you can have that conversation with that person, tell them exactly what you're looking for. Because a lot of the times guys go into stores thinking they're going to get something custom made if they just walk in.
It's not custom at all.
Custom suit, and they're just like measuring you up, and you're just standing there thinking you're going to get it to a T. But that's not usually how it works. You have to be able to say, no, I want the cuff a little smaller. Like personally, me, I like my cuff thinner, so I'm like, go half-inch smaller. Like you had to have a conversation with that person.
Yep. John, you got any custom places?
No, I don't really do custom places like that. I have that relationship with my tailor, to be honest with you. Like I'll get like suits from for real. Don't sleep on bonobos at all.
Dude, they make dope stuff.
No, they make dope stuff.
I'm so serious. Yeah. Do not sleep on bonobos at all. I've had custom suits from Suit Supply, but bonobo suits are, I feel like, way better than Suit Supply.
Well, they fit you. They fit you good then.
They fit me way better. And you could tell the materials better for a cheaper price point too. If you wanted like a custom suit from Suit Supply, you're gonna spend upwards of $1,100, somewhere in that range if you want a custom. But I'm all about like, give me that relationship with my tailor. I'm good to go with that. Bonobos is one of my favorite places to get a suit. Yeah,
for sure.
If we're talking about local though, I'm gonna shout out my boys at Pocket Square Clothing.
Oh,
if you're trying to do like
absolutely Pocket Square. Shout out Pocket Square. Measure.
Yeah. If you're trying to build a suit made in downtown LA, like that's where you want to go. If you want to, like, they have different options where it's obviously not like that. There's different price points, whatever the case may be. But they get you fresh no matter what. Like, and the thing is, you walk into the accessories with you. Yeah.
You walk into the store, you're gonna get good shit because they look fly as fuck.
Well, yeah, they do. And you're going to talk to the owners of Pocket Square Clothing. So, like, it's on them to make you look good. Like, you're not working with an employee. You're working with the owner. All right, so we got another super chat from Ari Lime. He sent us $10. So that's 2 entries for the gift card.
Ari Lime.
What's up? So he asked, what are your thoughts on European style, such as trousers or vintage looks to a short sleeve button down?
Define European style.
So I'm gonna take it as like either British or Italian. Like
Personally, my favorite style is Italian style. If anyone knows me, knows that I like to wear a button down. Like I love to wear button downs with short sleeves. I will wear them to the office. I will wear them to a party. I will wear them to the club. Like I think it's just an easy go-to look that looks like polished and refined easily. I mean, but maybe because it's more so because I'm a smaller guy, so it just gravitates more to that. It works for me. It works for my body. Trousers are my go-to move if I want to feel like I dressed up for an event and not show up in jeans. I always go with a trouser. I'm kind of into the high-rise trouser much more than I was a year or two ago. I think they're finally coming around where I feel like, all right, cool. They've met a middle ground for me where they work. Um, but I feel like we've all played around with a European style sort of some sort.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, someone just commented British for work, Italian for fun.
I was
And
just getting, yeah, I was just getting ready to comment.
that's
Yeah, yeah,
100% true.
yeah.
Like British is like Kingsman. Like you want to go to the office, and it looks good, but it's not fun. Like it looks superb.
It's classic.
Yeah. And Italian just has that like flair that makes you like want to go sip a Aperol spritz on a boat somewhere.
On a Negroni somewhere, yeah.
Yeah,
Negroni
like-
of some sorts, yeah.
Totally, a much more fan of an Italian style. Probably because I don't go to an office every day. But I bet if I would probably be more classic tailored if I went into work and had like a lawyer job or something like that. But I love a short sleeve button down in the summer. And what do you guys think of the Gurkha trousers, the high waisted flap over? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, you guys fans? Have you tried them out yet? Any brands to recommend?
I have not tried them out, but they do remind me a lot of my like dress uniform pants from when I was in the Navy because they're high waisted. I think they had 14 buttons. Like it wasn't even a zipper situation. It was very traditional. It was crazy. But I have not tried them. I'd be down to try them. I mean, y'all know me. Like I'll try anything and mix it up just for fun. But yeah, if y'all know any brands that we should check out, let us know.
Craftsman Clothing for sure. They're doing like probably the best, and then Rubinacci does really good ones. But I haven't found like a good budget pair for like people that just want to try it out. They're all like 150 plus. So when I find those, I will put them in the description. I'm not gonna find them now. But Jose, question for you: as a smaller guy, do you do pleats and cuffs with trousers?
No, absolutely not.
Never pleats.
Sometimes pleats. It depends on the trouser, and depends on how I'm running on my weight. Right?
Mhm.
Like if I'm feeling a little
please.
heavier, they're just gonna like stretch out a little bit more. The pleats will start to show more than I need to.
I know what you're talking about.
The pleats for shorter guys it helps to elongate if they fit well.
Right.
But if they don't fit well, they will stretch out in a way that makes you look like you have them full on muffins.
It'll make you look shorter too.
And so it'll do this to you, right? So it'll take this and go like that. So what you want to avoid is anything that's going to start looking like it's been stretched out, right? Like obviously, I mean, I think we all avoid that. But even for a shorter guy, that in itself will instantly make you like 3 inches shorter. 3 feet maybe, but 3 inches shorter for sure.
Right. Like it doesn't matter if you have pleats or cuffs or not. If your pants are 2 inches too long, you're going to look shorter. So the biggest part is getting the right hem, correct?
Yeah. Now, me personally,
Absolutely.
I always ask for no cuff. That's just my personal
no
thing.
break?
Again, going back to no break,
No
like
cuff.
we talked about. Like I like to show some ankle cleavage, so no break is my go-to move. But if I know that I want to wear a trouser that fits fully, I will say to my tailor to cut it right at the lid of the sneaker, and that's where it lands. And I do get that question a lot, like how do you get your pants tailored? And it's a very easy move. And also, when you get them cut, you also want to take it in at the back. So you want to actually not just cut them at the cuff, but you also want them taken in at the ankle.
Yes.
So that it starts
A
making
tapered
this
look.
kind of structure. Yeah. And as opposed to just a straight, because then you'll just have you'll look like a kid in like straight, like uniform school pants.
If you watch today's video on Gents Lounge, you would know how to do all of this.
Hey,
We
I've
just
seen
know
that video. I've seen that video.
little plug of sorts.
a little bit, but it's on this channel. So after this video, that's what you're watching.
There you go.
Any questions you guys want to take, or should I just pick one?
Just pick them.
Okay. Best casual loafers.
Ooh,
I'll put it in the comments. But M Jemmy and Santoni make my favorite loafers of all time.
Santoni.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a $900 loafer. So like,
Hey, well,
let's go affordable loafer. Best affordable loafer.
I actually got a great pair.
Allen
of,
Edmonds. I might sound
Yeah.
dated, but
Well, yeah, I mean, but Allen Edmonds are great. I got a great pair of penny loafers from, I can't remember the brand. I think it's like GH Bass or something like that.
Yeah.
And they were like $100 maybe max. Comfortable, rubber sole, straight to the point.
Yeah.
do you have any Kohan? Are you still rocking Kohan?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a wild card out there. There's a brand that I really like called Freeman Platt. There's
Yes, I've heard of it.
yeah, so they got these like loafer, like kind of sneaker hybrid shoes that I wear a lot.
Yeah.
Our boys Briggs, Rome Cut Steel, like we rock them a lot.
Wall Street
they're
Paper. He's on that.
I think
game too, right?
they're in Brooklyn now, but originally from Boston. But if you're looking for something that's a little more extra, so to speak, but that's still affordable, high quality, made in Portugal, that would be a brand to check out. I mean, you could really mix it up with anything. If we're going for like just straight up loafer, I have a campaign that I did with Johnson and Murphy years ago. I'm pretty sure y'all did it too. Like that's still one of my favorites. Like I rock them all the time. So
They're dope.
Do you feel like they're comfortable though?
These are the most comfortable
do.
loafers I
Super
own.
fucking comfortable.
I do, yeah.
Super
Like-
fucking comfortable. And an easy life hack: if you find a penny loafer that's uncomfortable, fucking throw like a sneaker sole in there.
Yeah,
And
so
you're
yeah.
good to go.
Jose, this is
Like-
a children's show.
Hey,
Come on.
oh, sorry.
I'm just kidding.
The drink started to kick in.
You only
Hey,
have
but-
one.
Say go to Mayo.
Low key though, I think with loafers in particular, like a good way to get into the game is shop, thrift them.
Yeah.
Like they're broken in already. I found a few like GH Bass ones.
Oh,
We'll get him back.
Okay.
We'll get him back. We'll get him
I think he was saying GH Bass, Johnson and
yeah,
Murphy.
GH Bass.
to like really get comfortable with. Yeah. So yeah, look there first if that's what you're trying to break into.
leave them in the comments below. If you got the brands in the comments, leave them in the comments. Let's see. All right, Lisa Lynn asked, "What is your go-to outfit for a night out, like in Vegas?" I feel like that's a cough comment to a few of these boys in the chat.
I don't know who that is. Who's that?
Yeah.
And I don't typically go to Vegas at all. But if I was to go to Vegas, it's going to be like an all black situation. Oh, damn.
See, I was
What did I wear last time we went to Vegas? All black?
black.
Yeah, we all wore black because we go to our funerals.
That's true.
But I think
That's true.
Hey, I want
That's
to shout
really
out
funny.
Jose real quick because he has my favorite video in Vegas of all
not-
time.
I wish I could find it. I wish I could
And I
find
bet
it.
you Lisa has it too. Lisa, if you're watching this still, please post it on Instagram and tag us.
You know what's an easy move to break out of like the all black thing, but still feel like it's appropriate for nightlife, and I think that's a good way to like segue into like nightlife wearing. I like to wear just like one color block. Like if I'm gonna go out and I want to look like, I'll wear like all hunter green, and it'll still look like I'm wearing all black.
Right.
All navy blue, and it'll feel like I'm wearing all black, and it'll still work. But I know that I'm not like dressed like every other guy. And just kind of make my own little mark.
Oh, okay,
I feel
so
like we all put our own twist in our own.
let's
style.
let's expand on this question and let's go with like what are the tips? Because I feel like when people go to Vegas, especially, they buy like that one night out outfit and then they never wear those shoes or those pants or that shirt ever again.
Do not make that mistake.
So like how do you pull stuff from what's already in your wardrobe to make it work for Vegas, or how do you use those specific items maybe in different ways to actually get some use out of them after Vegas?
I just want to throw something out there about Vegas and the way men dress. Like, please, and I'm begging you, please stop wearing a black dress shirt with like ill-fitting jeans and like box toes dress shoes. Like, please stop
Bro, that's
that
what I wore last time we went to
immediately.
Vegas.
Immediately, like that needs to stop right now. Like, if you're gonna wear a black dress shirt, wear black slacks. Simple as that. Wear black shoes, whatever the case may be. But that combination is the most common combination I've seen in
And
Vegas.
like a
And I've been going to Vegas for a
contrasting
minute.
tie that's like a white tie or something that's like totally a solid color and like a shitty silk.
Like they probably wore it to prom.
Yeah.
And like they still have that tie and they're still wearing it to Vegas. Like, stop that immediately, please.
I will say one thing about Vegas though. I did meet my wife there, and I was also
Shout out to Ray.
I was also the only dude in my group that threw on like a blazer that fit, and I did have a lot of people talking to me. So like, you know,
Now-
if you can show up and have a good fit, you're in good shape in Vegas.
But also to like preface that, I mean, that was in like the 2000s, right? Like 2008, 9, right?
No, 2013.
No, 2000. Okay, well, 2010, right? But
Yeah.
even me now, like, I would not even bother bringing a blazer to Vegas anymore. I'm like, give me
Really?
a fucking All Saints button down and a pair of slacks and some chill shoes, and I'm good to go. Like,
So-
because the club culture has changed, right? So like,
Mhm.
the
That's
bouncers
true.
will let you in without that button down.
Well, now it's a half pool party, half club.
Right.
But Jose and I are just like kind of like the same boat because
Yeah.
we've been to Vegas together. We don't really do the club scene as much. We just
Yeah.
get on that blackjack table and we just go
Yeah.
down. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
cool with wearing just like a button up, you know, and some slacks, and we're on the table, you know.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what your experience is, where you're actually going, in Vegas, what you're gonna wear, really.
Yeah. That's true. All right, next question, boys. What do you think the next big trend in men's casual wear will be, and how will you incorporate it into your style?
Casual.
Anybody got something? I can take
Casual.
it.
I think
Take it.
right now with where we're at, I think it's sweatpants, right? I think that sweatpants have seen an evolution in a way they didn't even think they were going to see.
Is that because we're in quarantine right now? Or is
Yeah,
that...
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's
They've been
become the
evolving
culture,
for a
right?
while.
Right, but now it's like, even now it's like you want to wear a cool T-shirt and some sweatpants, even though you're lounging at home. You just want to feel like you're doing something for the. So I think sweatpants are kind of like becoming something. I read an article recently that they said people are going to start dressing up more. I hope so. Coming out of quarantine, I hope people start kind of like taking care of themselves again and like ditching their leisure wear and like leaving it at home unless they're going to the gym. But that's just my personal hope.
I'm gonna wear sweats, full on sweatsuit next time I see
Yeah.
you, Jose.
There you go. There you go.
I think the 70s are coming back. Like I've been saying it for like the last 2 years, and like it's kind of started to trickle down to like fast fashion like Zara, H&M, and all that. But like we saw like those the like party like Versace shirts, like the Bruno Mars shirts in Zara last year. Those were hot, and now I think we might hopefully we get some like cool knit polos and like more like mustard tones and like those like muted off-white off colors that aren't quite like bright yellows or blues. You get like those muted blues and stuff. So I hope 70s style comes back minus the bell bottoms, but like everything up top was fly in the 70s. Everything down below needed some work.
I mean, I just watched Hollywood on Netflix.
Uh-huh.
You guys haven't seen
Yo,
it.
isn't that a good show?
The whole show is good, but the style on there, I'm like, wait, I want to wear everything these guys are wearing because it's just so fly. And I think it'd be great to like have that little throwback moment to like tailored clothes again. I don't know.
I want to piggyback off something that George said. Like, how do y'all feel about pastels? Like, I personally think that no one should ever wear pastels. Ever. I don't care what your skin tone is.
No, it depends
Skin
on
color.
skin tone. It depends
Whatever
on
the
skin
case may be.
tone.
It just doesn't.
Don't do that.
I
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Give me a pastel.
Like, the light
suit
blues
any
are
day.
okay.
You already know.
It
Like,
depends.
light
It
blues
really
are
depends.
pass. But no one should be I don't know. Lavender just is not a good color on dudes.
No.
As a like dress shirt, as a button up, whatever you want to call it, as a t-shirt even. I don't know. Spring colors are just crazy to me. I don't know how people be rocking this all the time.
That's just because we like wearing black and gray, and like I don't really.
I mean,
do the spring colors either, though.
I'm cool with earth tones, like the mustard yellows he was talking about, the burnt oranges, the olive greens, the maroons, even burgundies, whatever. But like just spring colors, man, like that's just so crazy to me.
I'm all about though. I'm like,
I never
give
seen you
give me the-
once wear a lavender
I've never
shirt.
seen you wear. I've never seen you.
You're lying.
Pink suit? You've never seen me wear a pink suit?
I've never seen it.
Pink, I didn't say pink suit. I said like
I
a
ain't never seen
lavender shirt.
I got a
I'm
whole
not saying
lavender suit back
shirt.
Hey, Jose, throw that link up in this chat real quick with the
Of a pink suit? I don't have a lavender shirt. I would wear a lavender.
lavender shirt. That's what I'm saying.
That's not my color. That's
I
not
got
I
my
ain't
color.
never
I
seen
got a
that.
whole lavender suit in the closet. But no, it's I will say it's the hardest thing to pull
Yeah,
off. Like, and it's the hardest thing to match with other things.
That and like you wear it once and it's game over. You can't wear
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing ever
It's
again.
very memorable.
No.
Ever.
Yeah. You can't wear it again.
So okay, we're out on spring colors, guys. All right, all right. We've all agreed on something. Let's see.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What are we wearing this summer? Like, what's your go-to fits this summer? Whether it be shorts, Hawaiian tee, Hawaiian shirts. Like, what are you guys wearing this summer? I mean, if we have a summer.
I think something that I love doing is layering, and people have been sleeping on tank tops over the last like 10 years.
10
And like,
years, bro.
and when I say like tank tops, I don't mean like tank tops. I mean, I don't know like the proper word to call them, but like wife beaters, so to
They're
speak.
wife
I know that's like
beaters,
offensive,
yeah.
but like to keep you cool, you could breathe in them, and like they're just a dope layering piece, and you could do them in different colors, whatever the case may be. But I think that's like the easiest way to layer, and I think that's gonna like make a comeback because it kind of died out like in the 2010s. And so I don't know. Do y'all even wear them?
No, you just say that because you got tattoos everywhere, bro. That's all.
You got tattoos too.
You acting like you don't have tattoos.
Yeah, but whatever. But I'm just saying, I actually haven't worn a tank top in like 5 years. To be honest with you, like it just. I mean, maybe I could put it under like a chambray shirt, button-up shirt, or something like that. Open during. I don't know. It's just not my style.
So I put what I'm gonna be wearing all summer long in the view. That's
Okay.
like Cuban shirts all day long.
Oh, facts. I'm wearing one right now.
Like knitted Cuban shirts all day long. The one I put up is from Percival Menswear. That's like a European brand. They're freaking awesome. So that's what I'm gonna be wearing all summer long. Hopefully, all my vacations still stay. So like, yeah, I'm ready. That and golf gear because I haven't golfed all year.
Damn. Don't even remind me.
But what do you got, Jamar? Or John?
I'm just reading a comment from James
Yeah.
talking about we need to stress more of black shirts and solid ties. That seems more like a express look. I don't think that's.
No, I think he means we need to stress people not wearing it.
Oh no! Don't wear that. Don't wear that.
Yeah,
at all.
yeah. We
Unless
need
you're
No, no,
doing doing like a solid black tie.
My
on
my
black.
bad, James. My bad, James. I didn't understand what you were saying there, but no. We're not doing an express mannequin look at all.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
I guess we don't say it enough that you shouldn't. I do think we assume a lot. We assume too much. Like, I didn't do a how to lace your shoes video because I thought everybody knows how to lace their shoes, but it's like one of our most popular videos on YouTube. So like, I do think we make the mistake of assuming that every guy knows a lot of things that we necessarily take for granted. So it is good to kind of reiterate, don't wear black shirts with solid ties.
no.
Unless I'm gonna say like unless it's black on black, there's no reason to wear a black shirt with any other solid tie.
I like this from Nathan here. Outfit for a first date.
Okay, yeah. That one's fun.
It depends what kind of tone you're trying to set.
Depends on where you're going.
And what type of girl you with.
Hey, there it
Or
is.
guy, whatever you want to do.
Okay, so let's sit this situation.
Easy.
Dinner.
Easy little.
Nice
little,
dinner. Like $2
So
sign
to-
Yelp dinner.
What?
$2 sign
two
Yelp.
stars?
$2 sign Yelp dinner.
I would say your go-to like date whatever outfit is like a pair of Chelsea boots,
Yep. Knew you was
Some-
going there.
dark wash navy jeans, either a solid tee, like a fitted tee, like
Uh-huh.
maybe like a crew neck, and maybe a jacket.
Yeah.
Just keep it as
I'm-
simple as possible.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go simple too. Like I like all black, so I'm gonna do depending on the weather. I mean, at night, LA is a little bit cooler than East Coast. So I usually do like a denim, not a denim jacket, but a leather jacket, black shirt, black jeans, and then like whatever shoes I want. It could be Chelsea's, it could be a combat boot, All Saints combat boot, whatever it is. But I'm going all black. I mean, it never fails. It never fails.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you never know where the night's going to take you, too. So if you're in
You
all
never
black,
know where the night's going to take you.
you're good to go in all black. And that is also an easy move, like how to just nail all the marks. Like you may end up at a fancy dinner, a light 2-star dinner, or a club, or a nightcap. You know, you never know.
You can get into the club with Chelsea boots on.
You can.
Don't wear sneakers.
Yeah, that's facts.
But like, it depends on the girl as well. But I'm not a big fan of telling people to dress down for other people. But obviously, like, maybe full like suit and tie, unless you've discussed it beforehand, isn't the best thing to show up with, because you don't know what your date's going to be wearing, and if they feel like super underdressed, it's not going to be the best first impression. So it's probably good to just make sure everything fits well. You smell nice, like get a solid cologne spray in there, and then wear one piece that kind of makes a statement and pops, even if it's a casual piece.
What cologne are you guys wearing right now? Not right now, but like, what's your favorite cologne right now?
My buddy Bobby sent this one over. It's a
What's that?
YSL Y Live. Radon really likes it, so
That's all that matters.
good for me.
That's all that matters. I'm gonna
Ford
go
Oud leather.
Creed. What was it?
Tom Ford Oud leather.
Yes.
My favorite.
I smell that. That smells good. I'm gonna go Creed Virgin Island Water.
Yeah.
That's a good
Love
one.
that.
I'm gonna go with Burberry Brit myself. I've been wearing that for forever.
Yo, you rocking the Burberry Brit?
Yeah, it's classic. Like,
Dude,
it's not too strong, but it's not too light. And you can wear it. I mean, for me at least, like year round. So
Burberry Touch was like my go-to. Like in college, I like bathed in that stuff.
Touch, Brit, like all that, all the Burberry line, like we had it all.
Yeah. I mean, Burberry made some good stuff. Most attractive colognes. Okay, so like things that I'm assuming like girls are going to go crazy for. Obviously, Creed Aventus is one.
Hands down.
Aqua de Jo, this one, like Aqua de Jo Profondo. This thing is a lady killer.
Tom
Ford.
Tuscan leather.
Tobacco vanilla.
Oh, tobacco vanilla.
Love
We
that.
lost Francis.
Tom
Wi-Fi.
Ford Oud leather, the best one you've ever got.
Now
That's my
everybody's all
go-to.
messed up.
It's all good. He'll come back. He'll jump back in there.
He said,
Hopefully.
"Be right back." Alrighty, let me fix this real quick.
Most cherished piece in your closet and why?
Cherished piece.
Put this down for a second.
I will probably say it's my tailored navy blazer. I don't even know where it's from, but it's a tailored navy blazer that I have. That is my go-to piece. It's not even because it's a valuable. It's more so because I've gotten so much use out of it in so many ways that I'm like, I could not imagine not having it. It fits me to the T. It has taken me from job interview to date night to party mode. So I'm just like that's the first thing that came to mind when I thought of like cherished piece in my closet.
Damn.
I got a pair of Santoni loafers, which I love. One, because it was like kind of a sign of I made it as an influencer when Santoni reached out and was like, "Here, have a pair of loafers, and we'll pay you to do a campaign." I was like, "Okay, that's good. I guess affirmation." There we go. Francis is back. Now that I messed up everything else. It's okay. But yeah, I think those loafers are probably like my most cherished piece that I have.
I would say for me, I have a Tom Ford overcoat that I absolutely love. I didn't get it for free. I actually paid for this one. And then the one that I actually did get for free, it's an All Saints not denim jacket. Why I keep saying denim jacket? Leather jacket that I absolutely love. I cannot get rid of it at all. It's like that butter leather.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's just so like smooth, so lightweight. I cannot like wear any other leather jacket but an All Saints jacket. I just love All Saints.
I'd shout out that Hudson leather jacket I wear all the time too because I literally wear that like
Love
twice
it.
a week, 3 times a week.
Now, is it a thick leather or
Oh,
is it pretty thin leather?
it's denim. Sorry, did I say leather? I meant denim.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, good.
Francis? Oh
Francis.
shit. Most cherished piece in your closet. Are you frozen again?
Am I frozen? I don't even know anymore.
No, you're good.
Y'all
Go
hear
ahead.
me?
You need to use LTE, bruh.
Definitely one of my. Can y'all even hear me?
Nope.
What was that? Say that one more time.
Y'all hear me?
Go quick.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like one of my Stetson hats, hands down, without a doubt. It don't even matter which one. All of them are fire.
Yes. All right. We covered that. This is an interesting question. Do you think suede Chelsea boots are interchangeable with suede Chukka boots?
No. No, Chukka boots are like
Suede
they're
Chukka
more.
boots.
They're
No.
just a like. Suede Chukka boots are like your hangout, like run errand kind of shoe.
Yeah.
It's not. You can't wear those out.
Not the same vibe?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
I agree. It's like taking I don't know what a good analogy is, but like suede Chukkas are like the burger you make at home, and then like Chelsea boots are like a gourmet burger. You know, they both have the same components. Like they're both suede, they're both boots, but they're not the same. So that's how I would say that. Not that they're a bad shoe. It's just
No, they're great.
I think a Chelsea looks. If I had to pick between the two, I'd probably pick a Chelsea boot. But it also depends on how you live your life and what you do on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like suede Chukkas look good, like beat the crap up, and Chelsea boots you kind of got to take a little better care of them sometimes.
I've seen this question twice already.
All right.
When is Jose or Francis hopping on YouTube? I've seen that twice. You put it twice for a reason.
Yeah.
I've actually done YouTube before for other people. I've never done my own channel. Honestly, if I'm being honest, it's a lot of work. I give it hands down to you guys that do it because I don't know how to cut a video for the life of me. I can put you in some clothes, but I don't know how to cut a video. I don't know how to edit a video. I don't know how to do any of that. So
I got a
until
guy
I
for
figure
you.
that out. Yeah, there you go. Until I figure that out, all I can do is just take pictures and dress myself.
There it is. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Francis?
I've only really done YouTube for ads. I put a link up there somewhere in the chat. Like,
Hopefully he's got better Wi-Fi when he's doing this.
and then just like cutting up a reel.
Dude, I wonder if it's only when you talk.
But yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I didn't find your YouTube. I tried to find everybody's YouTube. I know John has one, but I didn't put a link. I put all your links to your Instagram in the description.
I'm about to throw the link in there right
I'll
now.
send you guys the link. I'm not on the computer right now. I can't send you guys, but I've been on some other people's channels talking kind of the same conversations. So I'll link those on there for you.
Okay, so let's go. What brands do you think are affordable in price but make really nice clothes? I mean, I think of like Zara and ASOS. I mean, you're not going to get like a ton of wear out of them, but they make good enough clothes for a season, especially if you're trying trendy pieces that you want to keep affordable. Like Uniqlo obviously might have the best quality for what you get. Yeah.
I mean, I'm recently like ASOS convert. Like I love ASOS just because they've had a revamp and they're making clothes that actually like feels like really good clothes. Even though if you do get a little bit of Please get a phone call. Great. Love that we're answering phone calls.
Keep going, Jose. Keep going.
No, but ASOS is kind of like affordable, straight to the point, and it works well. This is like the conversation my mom would pick up like in the middle of a conversation while I'm having with her.
I'm gonna go with Uniqlo, ride or die. I'm wearing Uniqlo right now.
Yeah,
I'm
you
wearing
love
Uniqlo
Uniqlo.
forever.
You love
Yeah.
Uniqlo.
I think if you go with like their Uniqlo U collection, it's a little bit more elevated, more unique as far as like the silhouettes. So if you haven't checked them out, you should. Welcome back.
I'm back. My wife
thanks
just
for
told
pausing.
me she lost her house key. So, did I pause the video?
No,
you good.
No, I just muted it. I muted mine.
No,
Nah, you did not.
You're on.
Oh, really? It said I muted it.
No.
Okay, I muted the video on YouTube. I didn't mute it on our Skype chat.
Instagram or YouTube for clothing sponsorships. Which is the best and gets more money?
Okay, we're getting into some influencer questions now.
Right.
All right, I got you. Just because I work on both sides.
You do actually work on both sides.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I would say Instagram, you're gonna get more frequency, but YouTube, you're gonna get the bigger fish. But I think that also is a testament to the amount of work you got to put in, right? Instagram, you could take a photo, whether you take it yourself, whether you work with a professional photographer, it's a lot easier to compose that. Whereas YouTube, like you're making a video, you're interacting with the material, you're showing your personality.
Yep.
And so it really just depends. Like you want to invest something long term, or if you want to just do something real quick. But I would say, I mean, I can't speak for y'all, like, because you guys are on YouTube doing the thing. So, I mean, what's your experience?
I think you definitely get more. You'll get more cash with less following on YouTube, but you'll definitely get more gigs. Like, it's so weird that even big brands that we work with on a regular basis on Instagram, we're like, do you want a YouTube video? Like, it's going to be up forever. People will always be able to watch it. It's not just going to go.
Nah, we're good.
Yeah, it's not going to go away in 3 days like an Instagram post. And they're like, nah, just stick to photos. I'm like, okay, it's easier, so sure. But yeah, we definitely get, like, because we only have 130,000 on YouTube, but we have 500K on Instagram, and we get more cash for a YouTube video than we do for an Instagram post.
You waiting for me? Currently, it's Instagram, all day Instagram. More frequently that I'm doing more sponsorships on Instagram. Yeah, I would say Instagram. YouTube, I really haven't gotten deep into the sponsorship realm in there, but YouTube, Instagram, we've been doing it for a while. It's great.
All right, this one's fun. What brand do you feel is super underrated and deserves more attention?
Underrated.
Underrated.
I feel like a lot of brands we work with are rated. Like people.
Yeah.
I feel like I would shout out like Thursday Boots, but everyone knows they're dope. You know. Who else is making like
dope stuff?
I'd say Mizzen and Main, like low key for my body type. Like
that's good.
Another like I see other people rock Mizzen and Main, and I think their shirts are meant for kind of like a little fuller athletic guy, and they fit me perfect. And the stretch material, like it's the only shirt that I can like lift my arms up and not like have my shirt come untucked. I love Mizzen and Main. The only thing I would say about them is like their collars seem a bit casual, so I wouldn't like go super formal with it. But if you're doing like casual, like all summer long, I'm gonna be rocking Mizzen and Main.
I mean, I personally like Mottenbow. I mean,
Hell
I
yeah.
just think that they're
Hell
just
yeah.
like it's such a good like e-commerce brand that's like gets the jeans done, gets the t-shirts done.
What brand is that?
Mottenbow.
Mottenbow.
Yeah. It's just like pretty straightforward, like must-have closet pieces.
It's the only
for,
jeans
like,
I
a good
wear.
price. Yeah, they're so comfortable.
I'm gonna go with Richard Poor.
yeah.
I've been rocking with them
Damn.
for a minute.
Well, you can say something about it, Jamar, because
Rich or poor. Yeah, they've been great, man. They've been around since we started, to be honest with you, right? About 2015, 16. Am I around, right around?
Mm-hmm.
And they had socks that I wore. That's the first thing that I wore from them was their socks, and from there we just kind of built from there. But Francis, you've kind of like been rocking with them for a minute.
Yeah.
I will say also the tie bar for the guys
No,
looking for
in
like
California.
dressier clothes.
And
Yes. No, the tie bar is awesome.
very quality.
They're based out of Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, the tie bar, man. When we first started doing all this, like the tie bar was like the place to go for all your tie bars, your lapel pins, all that good stuff.
Now they make button downs.
And they were
now
cheap.
They, make
They were cheap as hell
polos,
too.
Now they make suits. They make all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. Now they make
Come a long
dress
way.
downs. Yeah. And it's good price point.
This is actually a good question. How do people afford really expensive clothes with a normal person has to deal with rent, insurance, trying to put into retirement, etc.? That's an awesome question.
I would say this. Let's talk about like timeless pieces, right? Like you don't have to worry about chasing trends when you're thinking about a timeless piece. So like save your money, even if it's like 20, 30, 40 bucks and you say, hey, I want to get an overcoat or I want to get a All Saints leather jacket that's about $500. Like, you know, you're going to wear that for a long time.
It's an investment.
So I've dedicated myself to buying those timeless pieces so I don't have to buy, you know, anything like that again. It's all about saving your money, to be honest with you. And I per se, me, like, I don't want to follow trends as much. I follow trends with the shoes and the sneakers and the off-white stuff. Like, I follow those type of trends. But as far as like my everyday wears, I'm not following trends. I'm buying timeless pieces.
It's also, if we're being real honest and transparent, it's also like the how much you feel is a necessity for you in your life.
Right.
I have no need for streetwear. I have no need for expensive clothes. I have no need.
Right.
It's not who I am. It's not a reflection of my style. And so when a lot of guys do see that, like, I do wear nice things, or like I'm wearing, it's because like it's going back to piggybacking off what you said. It's like I'm wearing these things forever. You know, I have a Paul Smith coat that I will wear to the end, until the end I die. Like, it's a piece that I know I'm gonna wear forever. I'm not buying a button down, or I'm not buying a t-shirt for the summer and calling it a day. Like, I'm never gonna do that. This is a Uniqlo t-shirt that cost me like $10 and I'm living in it. But there is also a place of like understanding the difference between height and like what is actually like making up a person. I feel like whoever asked that question, that's a more deeper question for me, because I personally agree. I'm not someone that feels comfortable pushing down expensive clothes down people's throats, because I'm very conscious of what people are living in, right? Like, I'd rather you pay your rent and get some food down your throat than like a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. But I mean, it's the whole aspect of spending money on clothes, like to buy a $4,000 Tom Ford tuxedo. It's not that you couldn't get something that looks just as good for at least
practical.
2,000. Like,
Not that
you
practical.
can spend half the money and look just as good. It's because you want the labels and you want the brand. And if you need that in your life, then that's fine. But if you don't and you care about looking good, there are so many ways to do it on a budget. I do recommend buying pieces that are one timeless and things that you can like always wear, and things that'll like you'll be able to hand down. So like a watch, or like a ring, or like some sort of like nice, if you want to get real gold bracelets, like those are always going to fit you. They're always going to be good, and you can hand them down to your children. And like a Rolex stays in the family for years. So there are certain pieces that have that longevity, and even like something like an overcoat, or that, like shoes wear down. So suits, I mean, I paid a lot of money for my wedding tuxedo. One, because it's the only tuxedo I own, and I'm going to try to stay that size for the rest of my life. That is like my ultimate goal, is to stay like wedding shape for the rest of my life. So
well, and one thing I really do want to, and I keep reiterating the same thing, is like, what you wear is not going to make or break who you are, right? Like let's make that real obvious, like, and make it known. Like what you wear has no significance as the person that you are internally, and I think that's the biggest disconnect. We see a lot of don't buy into the social media hype per se of like these guys that are flaunting and doing this. They may look like they're living their baller lives. You don't know what their life looks like outside of that. So
Yeah.
just remember that whatever you're wearing, as long as you wear it right and with confidence, that's all that matters. And that's
And most
probably
times, people don't know what you're wearing until you say it, or you
yeah,
know what I'm saying. Like if the product is good, or and the quality of the clothing is good, like you don't have to worry about like, oh, is this a Bonobo suit or a Tom Ford suit? Like
Right.
you in your mind, you know what it is. You know that you pay $600 for the suit or $2,000 for the suit. You
Well,
know, it really is what's important to you.
and the only time people start to realize is like when you get brand names involved. Like if you can see the logo, then people know what you spent on it. Like if you got two
If you
G's,
can't see the
you got
logo,
two
then
G's
it
on the
doesn't matter.
collar, you know
Right.
it's Gucci. So like, yeah,
and believe me, I'll be the first to say it. We've all stepped into a party feeling like we're $1 million in an H&M suit,
yeah,
and that's as
No,
simple as that.
facts.
Like you
Facts.
just walk in feeling like if you feel like $1 million, you look like $1 million. Nobody's gonna question what you're wearing.
Mhm.
yes. So guys, we've been doing this for an hour and 20 minutes. We'll take a few more questions and then we'll wrap it up. So once again, guys, if you donate $5 to the super chat, we're going to give away a $250 gift card to Johnson and Murphy. I think we have a total of like 5 entries right now, so there's like a 20% chance of you winning at the moment. So yeah, just give a $5 super chat. Every $5 gets you an entry, and then we're gonna take a few more questions, and then we are out of here. So
Nick, I really haven't heard much about the minimal controversy. Like I know that
Oh
minimal, like
yeah.
they kind of, I have minimal clothing. Like I really do. I have it. And some of the apparel that they have, I like. I haven't heard much about the controversy. What's going on? I'm thinking you're alluding to like, oh, they copy other brands and they make them for cheaper. I think.
Mhm.
But I like minimal. I think they just need to stay kind of in the denim sector, because all the other clothing that they make is not really that great to me. But
yeah, good call. Um, do we all
I hope
do
that's what the controversy is.
do we all do influencing full time? I think so.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope, not
No.
me.
You still working with obviously?
No, I'm currently unemployed, but I just prefer not to do. Uh, I guess for the time being, just not doing influencer stuff full time, because again, like I started it as a creative outlet,
Yeah.
and I still do it as a creative outlet. I mean, obviously, like I make a pretty decent amount from it, but I don't know. I would rather do music, and if I had a choice, like that would be my first
Hey,
choice.
Yes.
we respect it, bro. We
Yeah.
respect it. We respect it. At the end of the day.
All right. So best color combinations.
Ooh. Black and gray, black and white, black and black. I swear.
Um,
I mean, like I love black.
Navy and gray for me are my
Navy and
go-to.
gray.
Navy, yeah,
Yeah.
navy and gray or
You're
navy and
more
white.
you're more like a navy suit,
I
gray
like navy.
t-shirt
Yeah,
situation. I know
yeah,
you. I know you.
I
Yeah, for
go
sure.
yeah, I go blue,
Yeah.
gray, tan. That's like
10.
blue, gray, tan is like my
yeah.
go-to.
I've always liked black and tan together.
Hell yeah.
I know like black and brown is like some unspoken rule that you're not supposed to wear them together, whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
But
if it's like poop brown and black, like no. Light brown and black are fine.
Yeah.
yeah,
What do you
yeah,
guys think
I
about
love that combination.
blue and brown?
I
I'm
like
looking
blue.
at Jack Ross here. Blue and brown.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Blue and brown's good. Yeah, it's
Love that.
classic.
I
You
like
can never
blue.
go
I
wrong
like
with
blue
that.
and a light brown though. I don't really like dark brown at all. Like I don't even have many dark brown shoes. I always go with that like lighter like I don't know, it's usually called, you know what I'm talking about, that like
Tan,
super
orange.
tan orangey
Yeah.
What?
brown. John, you take
What?
Wait, what
We're
was
not
it?
answering that. We're not answering that. What
I didn't miss it. What was it?
Nothing.
So I could wave it off.
Who
Rip them
said-
off.
What?
All right, we got another super chat from Devin Wells. Indochino, Suit Supply, or something else in that price range? What would you guys go with?
Indochino.
Okay. Why?
Just the experience, the overall experience, and I think the measurements are much more. They have a wider range of what works.
Yes.
Just tailoring wise, I'm just thinking like different body types.
I think you get a better fit at Indochino, but you get a better suit at Suit Supply.
Sure.
So if Suit Supply fits you like perfect off the rack, Suit Supply. But
what's the bottom price point on Indochino? Like $299?
When it's
no,
it's on sale, but like $399 is like they're starting normally, and then Suit Supply starts at like what, like $450 for a full suit, but it goes up to like $750.
$750, and then get to the custom is a little bit more than that, about $1,000.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then, but I mean, you were saying Bonobos makes
hands down. I would go Bonobos over Indochino. I would go Bonobos over actually Suit Supply. Period.
Yeah.
The way that they make their suits is high quality. They have three different. They have an athletic fit. They have a slim fit. They have a tailored fit. And then from there, you can go. You can take it to your tailor and kind of chop it up how you want to. But I personally think Bonobos is a very slept-on brand when it comes down to suiting.
You got anything?
Period.
Francis?
Period.
I don't know, man. I'm sure Jose has this problem too, but when it comes to suiting, like I got to get everything altered, so it doesn't even matter where it comes from.
Like what do you have to get altered?
Everything, like especially the pants, because like I'm not short, I'm like just an average dude, but I like a tailored fit where it's like tapered and it's hemmed at the right place, and so I feel like most suits are just really baggy, no matter how custom or off the rack they are. So for me, it don't really matter. I got to get everything custom.
That's actually the real truth. Is like you just have to find a tailor and have a good tailor that you trust. My tailor and I've taken suits from top range to like, again, H&M prices and still walk out like I'm $1 million. So just got to have that tailor friend that like can hook you up.
Dope. All right, last question of the night. This one's a fun one. How do you make a basic outfit look good?
I was typing him just now.
What are the tips and tricks?
I was getting ready to say, Nathan, explain the basic outfit. Like, what do you mean basic outfit?
Okay, t-shirt and jeans.
About t-shirt and jeans.
T-shirt and jeans.
Do I get a jacket over?
Add a necklace. Wear your rings.
Accessories.
Throw on some chains. Throw on some pair of shades. Cuff your t-shirt. Do something that's gonna make you stand out. Like I'm a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy, but I will always be wearing my full set of rings. I'm wearing bracelets. I'm wearing all kinds of shit that's just like will stand out.
So your accessories kind of bring out your outfit.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna put this in there too. Tuck in your shirt. Tuck in your t-shirt.
Yeah.
See how that works for you if you like that.
Make sure your jeans are not low rise.
Fitted.
If you got that low rise, like you see like almost your pubic hair kind of jean, it's going to make your shirt look super, super long. No, you know what I'm saying? It's going to make your shirt look super long, and you're going to have that weird, especially if you wear a belt and it cinches weird, it's going to make that love handle show so much more. You got to make sure they're mid to high rise denim, which most people don't necessarily go for. But if you want to tuck your shirt in, you want that sophisticated look, that's a good way to make it look good. But for basic looks, Jose hit it on the head. Accessories, hats, cool shoes, Chelsea boots, watches, bracelets, rings, a necklace. Adding some texture to your t-shirt, to your basics. So if you got like a textured tee, it helps. Throwing a jacket on, and then you're good to go.
And then to piggyback off of what James is saying in the comments, like fit matters. Like, if you're wearing a baggy outfit and that's just not you, it's not going to look right. Like, you have to be comfortable in the fit. So if you are more of a tailored fit, wear that. If you're more of a baggy style, wear that. But it will show.
Yes, 100%.
Call me a little biased here, but I have a lot of tattoos. So like, if you have tattoos, that goes a long way.
It
goes a long way, bro.
Like
Yeah.
I could wear a white T-shirt and denim jeans, and
So
it'll
just-
look completely
just-
different
just
from
go out and
anyone
get
else who wears
blasted.
it. Yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Stay on the Skype call. We can chat after I close this shit down. But thank you guys all who did the super chats. I will have your names. I will leave the name of the winner in the comments of this video, but then I will also try to message you on YouTube. So check out your YouTube messages, and I will let you know if you won this $250 from Johnston and Murphy, so I can get your address and your email. And once again, if you haven't followed Jose, John, or Francis, I'll have their links down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We try to do this at least once a week. So thanks, guys. Cheers.
I appreciate y'all.
Out.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.